Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope this second week of isolation isn't treating so bad for you guys. I hope you're finding plenty of activities to do and everything's going great for you. Hope your family is healthy, happy, and safe. But with nothing more to do, let's go ahead and start. Since we warm up the same every week, let's go ahead and start back with the same warm-up video we did last week. And let's grab it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Always got to get that blood pumping. Feel free to mix up your jumping jacks. Play around with it. See if you can do 3-stage. As long as you're jumping, that's all that matters. Just a few more, we're almost there. All right, washing machine. Good, we roll our head. And our shoulders. Other way. And we take one arm and swing it forward. And backwards. And the other arm. And backwards. Good, and we do our wrists. Already getting stuff all over my blanket. Good, and we do our hips. And the other way. Good, and we circle one knee. Draw our circles on the ground. And draw the other circle. And then our ankles. Other ankle. Good, and now our seal stretch. Oh. Man, I don't know about you guys, but after a week of being off, this sure does feel good. Feel free to pull up your knees if you want. My head's so close to my feet, aren't they? I don't think so. All right. And just because we're off doesn't mean we're not doing bridges. We've still got to get those backs more flexible, especially our shoulders, okay? So get ready for the first bridge. All right, 3, 2, 1, everyone up. Keep those heels flat on the ground. Good. Come on down. Roll those wrists out. Oh, looky, I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but I have a butterfly on my cherry tree. I can only see it while I'm upside down doing bridges. All right, get ready for bridge number 2. 3, 2, 1, everyone up. Don't come down. Good. Oh, I need to roll those wrists out again. And get ready. We're ready for our third one, right? All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everyone up. Feel free to cross a leg, extend one up, whatever you want to do on. Don't come down. 3, 2, 1, everyone come down. Good. Tuck and roll, tuck and roll. Good. See if you can touch your feet behind. Oh, almost. I'm rolling uphill. I can't do it. There we go. All right. All right. Now that we're all nice and warmed up, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with our forward rolls just to warm those up as well, okay? So again, arms up nice and tall, knees together, and push over. Good. Let's turn around and do it again. Good. So that should be 6 forward rolls for us all right? Now let's try with our handstand preps, all right? Remember, really keep that back leg nice and straight. Try and get that toe pointed too while you're at it. Good. Now let's switch sides. Make sure you're doing the other leg, okay? Good, so that should be 4 on each side. That's great work. All right, so what happens after that? Any guesses? Cartwheels. All right, so remember, this time we're gonna face the same way each time, but that way we do one side and then we come back doing the other side. Arms up nice and tall, toes really pointed, legs super straight. Excellent. Good job, everyone. So that should be 3 cartwheels on each side. Make sure you have your water nearby so you can always stop for a drink. especially if you're doing this outside. It's really warm out. All right, so today let's try something a little bit new, okay? Let's start working on our one-handed cartwheels, all right? So the way we're gonna do this, you only have to work on it on your good side for now, okay? So for me, that's going to be my right side, so it'll be cartwheeling this way. And I'm gonna show you a few little things to start with it. The first thing we do is we hold our hands together like that. So that way both hands can be flat, we're still using both arms, but they're way closer together, okay? And we're just gonna do a little bunny hop just to see how that feels. So we put our hands down and hop over. Doesn't matter what your legs are looking like or anything, the point is just getting over and being able to land on your feet, okay? So let's try that a few times. See if you can kick a little higher each time. Remember to get those arms nice and strong. See, I kicked a little higher the second time. And eventually you just kick as high as you can. So that way it looks more like a regular cartwheel. Let's try that one more time still. Good. All right, for some of you that may have been easier, some it may be harder for you guys. Well, there's another step you can take if it was easy. Now, instead of holding your hand, you want to hold your wrist or your forearm. So that way you still have the stability of both arms, but you're really just relying on that one hand. We'll do it the same way with just a little bunny hop to see how we go at first. See? Just a little bunny hop over just to see if you can get over. If that works out well, then again, you just start kicking higher each time. Just like that. And higher still. And eventually you kick as high up and over as you can. All right? I can't wait to see you guys doing some of these. Now remember, just because I pause and move on to the next thing, doesn't mean you have to stop working on that. You can always pause the video and work on your one-arm cartwheels a few more extra times if you want. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing. So our next thing for today's class is combining some of our skills together, all right? For today, we're gonna work on combining our forward roll with our cartwheel. I'm gonna take it in steps for you guys so that way you can play around with each section one at a time. The first thing we need to determine is which cartwheel leg is better. If we cartwheel better right, we need to make sure we remember that our right leg is going to be forward. If we cartwheel left, our left leg is going to be forward. Now hold on, I'll show you exactly what I mean. So I get into my regular forward roll position, except watch how my legs change as I roll through. See how my right leg is now forward? That's what I'm talking about. And you'll see it halfway through that video, you'll see how I shifted my legs. I'll slow it down for you. Did you catch it that time? All right, try doing that a few times on your own. All right, now that you've had a few moments to practice that, now we have to learn how to stand up so we can cartwheel out of it. Now I'm sure you remember me in class always telling you that your hands have to be forward when you do your forward roll, especially at the end. That's where this is very important. That's how we stand up. Let me demonstrate. Arms forward, and see how I just stood up on that bent leg and my right leg was still straight forward. That's what we're looking to do. Try it with me. See, always reaching forward, ready for that next skill. Do it a couple more times. Are you guys able to stand up yet? If not, keep practicing, it'll come. Just remember how tight my legs are and that I'm really pointing that forward one, and that bent one is really, really close to where my sit bones are, okay? And that'll help. Keep practicing. All right, now that you've had a few more times to practice those forward roll step outs, because that's what they're called, because we're stepping out, let's see if we can add the cartwheel to it. I'll demonstrate what that's supposed to look like. See? Not too bad, is it? Now the key to it is, make sure you don't go too slow in your front roll. If you're going too slow, it's going to be hard to get up and hard to do your cartwheel. So I'll do that again. I'm going slow for demonstration purposes, but you don't have to, all right? Let's do it again. Let's do it a few more times, just to see if we can get the hang of it. I guess I can go back the other way. I want you guys to keep practicing that one until you get the hang of it. All right, hopefully those are starting to come together. Don't worry, I don't expect you to have it perfect on the first day. However, this next one you might find to be a little bit easier. This is a cartwheel forward roll. The way we're going to do this is, it's actually called a reversal. It's because we're going to cartwheel one direction and forward roll the other. So the real important thing is how we land our cartwheel. This is when it comes to controlling our cartwheels. I'll go ahead and demonstrate. And again, I'm just going to do my cartwheel on my better side. See? Now, the landing of the cartwheel is what was super important. If you noticed, instead of landing with my feet out ready for another cartwheel, I brought that other foot right back in next to my foot, the foot that landed first. That's where it's important, so that way we're ready for our forward roll. I'll do it again. Watch closely. Did you see how I did that this time? Practice on your own. Here's a good way to practice. Make sure you're bending your knees when you land, because otherwise you get a little wobbly. And it's alright to be wobbly at first. We eventually want to make that a little bit more stable. Again, slow down that cartwheel and it'll be way easier to land. See, even I'm a little wobbly. Good. Hopefully those are coming along. Give yourself a few more minutes to practice that, and then start attaching the forward roll to it. All right, hopefully those step outs are going well, those step togethers are going well, and all of our combinations are going well. Now I think you're ready to finally start practicing your first full pass. The way we're going to do this is, we are going to do our, what do we want to do? I know. Let's do it just like we practice. We can do our forward roll step out, to our cartwheel, to our step together, to our forward roll. So it's going to look something like this. And this is what I want you guys to practice this week. How'd I do? Was it all right? You guys probably look way better at this than what I do, but I'll demonstrate it one more time just so you know what we're doing. And that's our first real tumbling pass. Keep practicing it. I really want to see the progress when we can finally have class together again. Until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. By the way, now would be a great time to stretch since you're all warm. And if you're not sure what to do, ask Miss Miranda. I made a stretching video specifically for your guys' legs. Talk to you soon.